Hello everyone. This is a process video for senior cards for December. And give me just a sec while I see if I'm on camera and we will get started. Here's a look at the first card. And camera always takes so long to catch up. Laptops. How's everyone's day going? There we go. Okay. Looks like we got stuff going. Alright. So, this first card, the one thing I want to tell you is this is glitter paper, not shimmer trim, so don't try and take the backing off. There isn't any. This little piece right here, these little flags, that is actually this piece that I just basically cut in half and then made some points and glued it on, okay, like so. Alrighty, okay, pretty easy. My mess. Pretty easy pieces. Let's see, you have a blue piece that goes all the way, the sapphire, and then this piece layers on this little trim piece. You've got this little piece behind the words, and then on your words I did that one there, and then on the back side you'll see happy birthday. Okay, the stamp set I used was D1960 on your birthday, which is this one here. Hi Peggy, how are you? This one here, okay? D1960 in case you want it. I believe this is one of those stamp sets that is in the current catalog, which will be disappearing or hopefully going on the clearance or online only at the beginning of January. Okay, so that's the first card. And all the little bits and pieces. Another little hint about gluing this little strip on is to put your adhesive on the page and then put your strip on. Okay. I'll hold this up so you can see it. There's a couple little glitter gems, and those are in your little tiny baggie. And there is your first card. The next card I'm going to show you is this one here. Now this card I used D1977, which is our Operation Smile card. And I love some of these words. Oh, thank you, Peggy. And the other thing I used was this thin cut. And these are really cool. It's actually a double thin cut. So there's that really big one. This is the little stamen that you see there. And then these. So there's two for each size. Okay? And I'll hold this one up. Now this one uses sequins. And this is some of our white ore paper. This is sapphire again. This again is not shimmer trim, it's just glitter paper, so just glue it down. And this one you can see that there's a little bit of a divide at the top and between the wood and the polka dot and the bottom. Okay, so line all these three up that way. And I wanted to show you how I did the flower. So here's the two. I don't know if you can see the it kind of reminds me of glitter meets foil paper. It's a lot thicker though. I don't know if you can see that. It's thicker than our cardstock, and it has like a pearl on it, if you will, iridescent. And all I did was I took my bone folder, and again, not holding right here because it's very small, but hold it more a little further out and just curve those under. And then this one, turn it over and slightly curve it up. Gives you some nice movement. And then you've got the laying down one and the laying up one, and you just crisscross them. Now the other thing that you can do, let me unfold this, is you can pinch these in the middle and give them a totally different look. So see, there is a cut there. There is a cut there. So I'm just dividing it and folding it up right there. So you can do that to it. And that would be a totally different little flower look. Okay? So I think that's all you need to know about that. Oh, let me get you the number of the ore paper, in case you like that. We have black, copper, and this pretty pearl one, and it is Z3881 pearl paper. Okay? And the thin cuts, I believe I showed you them. Maybe I didn't give you the number. They are Z3691. And if you're a VIP, it's a great one to save up for and get with your VIP credits. Thank you, Peggy. And next is the Stamp of the Month, which I don't have. It's the December Stamp of the Month. And this one opens up, and this is for a gift card. Okay? And I wanted to show you what I did on the flower and these leaves. So you can see I've got one in here. So I just stamped it up. Okay? And I used one of our metallic markers. This is the green citrine. And you can use either end, but the thing you want to remember, and I'll try and stand and do this, when you're coloring, that this will go over the black. So just, it's really hard to do with my hands in the air, but just get close to that edge. It works better if I do it down here. Just get close to that edge and keep in mind, use your dots if you need to, if it's really close. And I find that this is the thin end, but actually this flared tip end actually helps me get into those little, sorry if my head's in the way, into those little tight spaces, if you will. Okay? So I just colored in, and I kept turning it around, and I kept turning my marker so I don't have a flat edge. Okay? And just color that in. And that's what it looks like close up. There, hopefully you can see it without too much glare. Okay? You can see I got a little bit into that edge covered right there. So just gentle with them. And the flowers, because I borrowed this from someone, I just stamped a couple flowers so I could show you how I do this. And this is the Iced Gray Blend, and I'm going to be using the light edge. And all I did was I went around the edge of the flower, okay, just to kind of, you know, when you're coloring in the lines when you were little. And then I just started swirling and covering that whole flower. Not really paying too much attention because we're going to do some more to it. Just get some color on there. Okay. Well, that makes a weird sound. Okay. So we've got our flower colored in ice gray. And then we are going to take Stickles, which is the waterfall color, which is kind of matches our our color of the year, the glitter, or the Bluebell. And I am going to take some of this, make sure I'm on camera, get rid of some of this stuff. And I'm going to squirt some out. Okay. And I'm going to kind of put it around the edges and just kind of swirl it like that. Alrighty. I'll show you that before I do anything else. Okay. And then I'm going to take a sponge dauber, put it on my finger. It works best if it's down, so let me see if I can get the camera down a little bit more. There we go. I'm just going to take my sponge dauber and I'm just going to start tapping it around, get it on there, and then you can kind of move it around. Kind of like to move my paper a little bit. Now, what's good about this is that it gives it a nice even color, and it's nice and flat, and it doesn't take long to dry. And see how you went outside the lines? All you gotta do is just push it back in, take it off. Okay? You can probably take it off with a little eraser too. Now there is another way to do that, which you can just make little swirly marks here. Let me color in another one and I'll show you a slightly different way of doing it. You know, I use this ice gray a lot. I may have to buy me another one. I use it to go around and make things look a little better, like your snowmans and stuff. There's a liner one, just to outline beards on the gnomes, that kind of stuff. Okay, color on. Our stickles out. I'll try and do this up here. So the other way to do it is just to very lightly, wait until it gets on there, very lightly add some color in some swirly motions. And I'm just very, very little is coming out, okay? And I'm just squiggling. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. There we go. So that kind of has the same look. Add as much as you want. But what's nice is it's just a little bit, and it dries fairly quickly, which I like. There we go. Okay? So similar, but different. Up to you. I'll show you that card one more time. Okay, come down a little bit. So there you are. Okay, and then you can write on the back. And the last card I have for you today for senior class is the piece de resistance. Yeah, no, my French is not that good. So this has a belly band on it. There, let me go out a little bit. See if I can make my camera go back out. I guess not. Okay, well, we'll do the best with what we can. So this is a belly band, and this opens up like so. Okay. And here's a close-up of that. I've got some little wire going on there. This is a circle of glitter paper. There's a little glitter on that guy, a little gem here. Okay, just a belly band. And here's our pieces. And the stamp set I used for this one has a Stampin' Thin cut. And remember, all these colored, lightly colored ones are the thin cuts. This is Z3899. Hopefully you can see that. And I love all those snowflake thin cuts. Little teeny tiny one, a good tip is to put a little washi tape when you're cutting it out to hold it down, and then I like to leave that washi tape so that way I don't lose that little one. Okay? Alright, so we've got our belly band, got all of our pieces. Obviously this can go this way or the way I did it, which was the other way. Whichever way you want it to go. Okay? Go either way. So we put that in, and then we put our white pieces on to the blue with a little edge and put those on. Okay, so let's say that those are all on. I'm going to stick them in here, and the reason why I'm doing that is I want the bulk of what it would be. Okay, because when you do your belly bands, sure, you can measure across and go around, but they're either going to be a little too snug or a little too loose. So the best way to do it is get it all glued together, figure out where it needs to go. You can use your grid paper here to keep yourself straight, and then move it. Keep yourself straight. And then bend it around. Keep yourself straight. Story of my life. We try to anyway, right? And then bend it around. Whoop. Stay in there. Obviously, it's a little better when they're all in there. There we go. And then you can go back and glue that because you know where your bend is going to be now. Okay? And then you can add your other little pieces and your little bag of goodies. And you have this. Okay? And that is what I have for you today. I will pull in all the cards again, so hopefully you can see them. You might not, since I can't get my camera to go back out. Let me see. Nope, won't move for nothing. Okay, so we'll put those two there, that one there, and this one here. And we'll go up. And we'll go down. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies, and have a wonderful day. Bye now.